Yo, who else in here? Anybody else in here? Let me know if they can hear me. And also let me know what my title on this live stream say. Because it's supposed to say talk about Benavidez, but I'm looking at something about Keith Thurman on here. So if y'all could please inform me on what the title say. Because I don't think StreamYard updating my title. So whoever here, please let me know what it's saying. Please. Let me get started here in a minute. I don't know who sitting in the chat ain't saying that though. I don't know who. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at. It's saying I don't know. It's saying something about Benavidez from what I'm looking at, so I don't know. But I can always go back and change it though. So please, whoever in here, please let it be known who in the chat, and so I can give you a shout out because I can't see nothing in the chat right now. We'll get started here in a few minutes. I'm waiting on my co-host to come on as well. So who off in here? It's been a decent week, man. It's been a good year of boxing. First of all, I know I ain't been live. I know I ain't been that active, But hey, man, I'm here. I'm gonna get back into the rhythm. I just got some things that I'm working with, trying to get through YouTube, so I can get back, on the floor of things, and we're gonna get this boxing talk back popping, going back live, and keep giving y'all this real boxing talk. Like I've been before. Ben Israel, salute to you, fam. Says Shalom, Trap House. Let's get it. It's man down today, tomorrow, and forever. To the world, boxing blow up. I feel you, bro. Man down. I hear you, Ben Israel. Said who want that smoke with the Mexican monster? Oh no, we finna find out, man. We definitely finna find out. We're gonna talk about it. I'm waiting on some more people to come in here, so we can cook. And I'm waiting on my co-host to come in here so we can shake and bake as well. So, oh man, we got the Finkster in the building, man. Salute to the Finkster, the infamous Ronald Finkley. You know what I mean? I like to call him the Finkster, man. Shout out to the Finkster, man, the OG in the game, man. Ronald Finkley been around for a long time, and I appreciate you, Ronald Finkley, man. I appreciate your loyalty, to the channel and all that, bro. I've been seeing you around and on other channels too as well. I seen you the other day in the Nikers channel. You was over there. You talking about Ronald Finkley, right? Oh, Fink, man, you see how they do you, Fink? Yeah, that's what's up, Fink. That's what's up, bro. I sure appreciate you, man. I sure appreciate you. So what y'all thought about these last couple of weeks of boxing though, man? What y'all thought about these last couple of weeks of boxing? We got a good little bit to talk about. I ain't gonna be on here too long, but we're gonna get the point across. You know what I mean? Because I know there's other people on here that cook. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my feet wet and get back in the rhythm of things, and we're gonna pick back up. We definitely gonna pick back up. But I definitely would like it if y'all smash that like button if you ain't do so already. You know what I mean? I want to pick up on Jermell Charlo first, man. First, man, tell me what y'all think about. Salute to Jermell Charlo. For the awesome, undisputed victory he got. Was that last Saturday? Yeah, man, that was dope, man. I sure he deserved it. Jermell been through a lot in his career. He got a good resume. He fought hard, and he definitely looked better the second time around. He was more effective with his movement. You know what I mean? And he was just willing to get what's my man name again? Shit, I had a brain fart. Castaño. He wouldn't get Castaño up out of there. You know what I mean? I knew, but when I seen the way in, I knew when I seen 152. When I said Jermell came in at 152, I said, oh boy, Castaño in trouble. And it's naturally for me to think about how long Jermell been in this weight division at 154. And for him to, I mean, he done spent his whole career at 154. And he done came in at 152. I was like, wow, that was impressive to me. That was alarming to me, most definitely. I knew Castano was in trouble, but I wasn't counting out a bad. I wasn't counting out that Castano was going to give Charlo a run for his money. I knew Castano wasn't going to lay down. I just had concerns on whether he was still injured or not. But I did favor Charlo to win the fight. I know I didn't come on live and talk about it publicly, but I did. My mind I had Charlo to win the fight. Who all? I got 6 people in here, man. Y'all come in here and say who you are, man. Make yourself visible so I can see and build with you. You know what I mean? Give you a shout out. Let me give you a trap house shout out one good time, man. You know what I mean? So I can tell everybody how you love and support the channel, and they'll be behind the scenes and listening. You know what I mean? And don't want to be known that you showing love to the channel. So just come on out of that closet and just let it be known that you rock with your boy. It's all good. It's all good. I know somewhere in this live stream, I'm gonna say something unpopular and piss somebody off, like I always do. But it's all Gucci. You know what I mean? Carl, King Carl, what's good with you, fanbo? Chilling. Yeah, man. So yeah, but I thought Charlo did a real good job though, man. I thought he did a real good job. Uh I think that I want to see Charlo defend his title a time or two. I wouldn't mind that, but I really don't know. I don't know if he's gonna fight Fundora. Me personally, a lot of people think that Charlo just get Fundora, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. That guy with the glasses on, with them with them skinny jeans on, bro. Dude is a killer. Dude is a killer, man. And that's a tall tree to bark up. I know Charlo got a little bit more crack, than Lubin what seems to be. I can't fully just say that what seems to be. But I definitely would like to see that matchup to see how Fundora responds to Charlo punches and how Charlo responds to Fundora, pressure and punches as well. But I don't know. I'm thinking that Charlo gonna go ahead and take that Tim Tszyu fight. It's a more of a lucrative fight. It's more of a marketable fight for his brand. He can go over there to Australia. Boost the stock more, get more money. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking that the risk is he'll go that route versus Fundora, so to say. That's just my logical opinion. What I think would happen. But as far as who else? Oh yeah, as far as like with Charlo and the whole Crawford thing. Now we all know, like I'm huge, Bud fan, man, and I think that'd be a good fight. But first of all, we got business with Earl Spence Jr. First of all, we definitely got business with Earl Spence Jr. I don't want to overlook that. And I heard what Bud said and all that. That's cool, but just hypothetically speaking, if that was to happen, right? If we was to see Charlo, bro, that would be a tough fight. That would be a tough fight for Bud, bro. No lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I am a huge Bud fan, but and that would be, pushing the metal. From what I seen from Charlo in that last fight, that'd be a tough fight for Bud. That'd be a real tough fight for Bud. It'd be a good fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but like I said, we got business with Earl first. That ain't no easy task, So we gotta take care of that first. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, man. So let me go ahead and deal with y'all. I'm waiting on my co-host, big head ass Mark. He ain't brought his ass in here yet. You tighten up. I read what you said, Ben Ezra. You said you said, yeah, but Ronald Finkley said, yeah, Fundora versus Charlo later after a couple of undisputed defenses. Yeah, but the thing is, Charlo, I don't think he gonna after he defend his title twice, he ain't finna stick around for no Fundora, bro. I wouldn't even think that would be. I mean, that'd be good if he do that. That'd be great. Challenge himself, but man, I don't think he'd be that retarded and do that. That'd be risky. Like, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't really recommend that. I mean, it's easy gonna fight Fundora in the next couple of fights, Or I mean, why fight? Why defend the fight twice and then have to fight him? I mean, it'd be time to pretty much move up after that point. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, because he's not gonna stick. I'm just being honest. He's not gonna stick around. If he was to stick around, then yeah, I'm all for it. I just don't see him sticking around, bro. Not for no. If it was to go in that order, Fundor on third on the list, nah, ain't happening. Charlo gonna get up out of there. It'd be too risky. I don't think he'll vacate the belt and get up out of there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he won't fight Fundor, but I'm just saying simply if he don't fight him in the next two fights, or whatever the case may be, it ain't happening on that third one, Jack. You can hang that up. All right, let me see what else everybody else talking about in here. Cono Local Sports. What's up, homie? Salute to you, fam. Yeah. Ben Arizona, he says, question. Trap, do you believe in this Thurman hype? Hey, one question, man. What is my title saying though, bro? Because I'm on one when I'm looking at it on my other channel, it's saying that about the, David Benavidez, but now when I'm looking at it, it's talking about Keith Thurman. So now that you brought Thurman up, please could you answer that one? I'm finna get to your question though. He says, do I believe this Thurman hype? What Thurman hype though, bro? I want to know exactly what you mean by what Thurman hype you talking about, because I don't want to speculate your question and give you a bogus answer. Ronald Finkler, letting Fundora get exposed a little if he do stick around. Yeah. Dang, man. See, I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard with this crap, bro. Like, oh man, this is aggravating, bro. I'm trying. I did. Oh man, I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out a way to fix it, man. This is retarded. So, Ben, you saying that's what my title says? Keep Thurman back? Wow. I've been trying to sit up there and edit it the whole time to keep going back to Keith Thurman, and then when I'm looking at it live, it's saying about the Mexican Monster. I don't know. This is weird, bro. It's annoying, but yeah, that threw me all the way off, to be honest with you. But back to cause see, I'm looking at it. See, look, I'm gonna show y'all something. See what it's saying on here? I don't know if you can. It's simply saying, but you saying it's saying Keith Thurman is back. I don't know, bro. That's annoying. You see your thunder, yeah. I don't know, bro. But anyway, moving on, man. I can't let that sidetrack my whole live stream. But cause yeah, cause Keith Thurman, that whole thing threw me all the way off. But moving on, man. Let's get to what happened with David Benavidez. We're gonna talk about all that happened yesterday. And but first, before we get to that, man, I want to talk about Jermell Herring real quick. Like, what did y'all think about Jermell Herring last night? So hold on, Ralph, you said the Mexican Monster Benavidez title says on. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. He's saying that. I don't know, man. The hell with it. I ain't got time to figure it out. It'll catch up. But anyway, Jermell Herring, what y'all think about Jermell Herring? Like, I mean, put in the chat, put. First of all, tell me what y'all think about him first, and then we're gonna talk about that after that. Just tell me what did y'all think about Jermell Herring's performance? I mean, like, well, we ain't gonna we ain't gotta tell me that because he lost. All right, scrap all that. Put a one in the chat if he need to retire, and two if he need to stay. Like, I mean, yeah, put a one for retire, put a two for he need to go. I mean, he need to stay. Yeah. One to retire, and two to stay. You know what I mean? Let me know, because I don't know. Like, Jermell Herring, one of the other fighters, bro. I just don't want to see him. I don't even want to care to see him fight no more, to be honest with you. he in that long with that club with. I'm gonna tell you, these certain fighters that I'm finna name off who I don't care to see fight again. And I know y'all gonna think I'm tripping, but I'm just tired of looking at it. I don't want to see Danny Jacobs fight no more. Uh, uh, I don't want to see Jermell Herring. He another one I don't want to see fight no more. Shit, I'm damn near to the point where I don't want to see Jamal Charlo fight no more because he ain't fighting no damn body. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, I mean, what they sticking around for? You know, it's a couple of more other guys that I don't even really care to see fight no more, man. It's a few of them because like they ain't doing shit. They ain't, I mean, they just there. And when they're in there fighting, they ain't doing that. They just making it a boring ass fight. You know, they ain't stepping on the gas. They ain't doing nothing. It's just like, come on, bro. They ain't got time for that. They could be just open the fight, guy. They could just be for the opening of the event. That's it. So don't even fight no more. That's it. Hello? Yeah, man, but everybody always want to come mess with me when I'm live. I don't know why. I don't know why everybody messing with me while I'm live, man. It seems like ain't nothing going right when I'm going live. Everybody want to call and interrupt me. Don't nobody call no other time. But when I'm going live, everybody want to sit up here and call my phone and interrupt my live stream. Hold on one second, so let me give y'all a second. Yeah, so anyway, y'all ain't never tell me nothing about what's the name, man? About Jamel Herring. Y'all ain't never say whether y'all want this dude to stay or go. I guess y'all don't even care nothing about him, so I guess we could, he just looked horrible. I'm tired of watching Jamel Herring. I mean, what's the point of him sticking around? You know what I mean? He said Ronald Finkel said Maul said he wants to go back to 154. I kid you not. I bet Jamal do want to go back. Well, he cried and complained that he couldn't make 154 and all that, so he moved up to 160 years ago. So I don't know, man. I don't think Jamal want to. I don't think he want no smoke. I don't think Jamal Charlo want no smoke, man. I mean, he all over the place. It sound like I need to hear this when he said he wants to go back to 154 for what? What you and your brother gonna do? Swap? You gonna let Mel go to 160 and you gonna go to 154? Like, yeah, that sounds retarded. Well, salute to you, Gregory X. Hey man, if y'all didn't, y'all please jab that like button, man. Please jab the like button. Um, yeah, man. So I don't know, but it's moving on along, man. We can go ahead and talk about Janabek, man. Tell me what y'all thought about Janabek last night. You know, it was my first time actually watching Janabek fight. You know, I ain't seen much of him, but what I seen, you know, I was pretty impressed. Don't know too much about the dude who he fought. You know what I mean? But I think that he definitely is a bomb threat. It's the 160 weight pound division. You know what I mean? Definitely. I heard that he is. I heard that he what's the name mandatory. I believe I want to say he boo boo mandatory or somebody like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if he turned the fight down or whatever the case may be, but it's something to that degree. I'm not all the way sure. That's why I need my co-host on because he playing. He's supposed to inform us. But I'm pretty sure some of y'all ain't here know about all that. But anyway, make a long story short, I'm hearing that Janet Beck is being slightly ducked. He called out Charlo and pretty much Boo Boo, but he really said Charlo. You know, like he specifically said Charlo, and I don't know. I think that's a real tough fight for Charlo. You know, Charlo. I'm more big on Mel than I am with Maul, to be honest with y'all. Like And I think it's rightfully so in my own way because Maul ain't fought nobody, and I hate to say it, but he ain't gave me no reason to like actually just just ride for him like that to like be like, oh yeah, I favor Maul to like beat these top guys. He ain't showed me nothing since J Rock. And it's like I don't know if he's staying stagnant or he declining, but I don't know, he looks the same every time. It's like he played with his food. And that's the thing about Janabek ain't playing with his food. He all that mid lower level competition, he getting all that up out of there. He's showing you where it's supposed to be at on the canvas. You understand what I'm saying? He getting them out. It ain't no decision. It ain't no sloppy. He getting them out of there. Well, he got that guy out of there. You said Ronald Finkley says Janabek reminds him of Savannah Marshall, tall but slow. Demetrius beat him. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this, Fink. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm gonna tell you this, and a lot of people don't even agree with me on this. I ain't really that big on Boo Boo. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why that's a tough fight. Boo Boo and Janabek is a tough fight for Boo Boo and Charlo. I'm gonna tell you for one prime exactly reason why. I'm gonna tell you two reasons why. Boo Boo and Charlo are some front foot. They some heavy front foot type fighters. They heavy on their front foot. And that's already a recipe for to get out of the way of shots anyway. Boo Boo got a wide stance. Charlo got a pretty wide stance. So that's another thing that goes with strike one. Strike two is that if you notice when Janabek, he's not like your average guys who step back. You know what I mean? When he steps back, he doing the step back with his he doing the step back and he pull counter with his step back. He's not just stepping back and just stepping back. He countering while he's stepping back. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of guys ain't used to getting hit like that these days. I noticed that a lot of guys, when these guys step back, they just step back, and then they reset. They're not used to punches coming back at them. It's only a few guys who do that. You know what I mean? Bud does that. He'll step back and throwing punches while he pulling back. You know what I mean? So that's what makes those type of guys dangerous. If you ain't able to like set them up, like when you bait them in, they pull back and then you feint and you get them to commit to their pull counter, and then you do the pull counter back on them. That's how you got to do them. You got to counter them back. But if you can't do that, then it's gonna be hard for you to beat those type of guys. You know what I mean? Especially when you're not used to those type of punches coming back at you like that. But hey, it is what it is. We got to see them fight. We got to see them fight. Like I don't know enough about Janabek. I just from what I've seen, from what I've seen, I think it'll be a tough fight for both of them. I don't know who will win. I can't just say no clear-cut winner, but I can tell you I ain't really too big on I ain't really that big on Jamal or Boo Boo that much. I like Mel. I like Mel a whole lot more. And Boo Boo and Jamal, I guess because they ain't fighting nobody. They lure me to sleep with their fights, especially when they fight these low level competition guys. And they don't get them out of there. That's what really pissed me off. But moving on along, man. Let's talk about oh yeah, and also Janabek, he also said they asked him about Triple G. He says because I guess he got the Kazakh style of fighting that he go by instead of Triple G go by Mexican style, so he go by the Kazakh style. They asked him about Triple G. He was like basically he not gonna call out in his country. He not gonna call out the older guy who on the up and up, who at the top. He got to let him move out the way, and then he do what he do on his way up. But he ain't gonna fight Triple G. It's a respect thing in their country, whatever. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about. Let's get on to this Benavidez talk, man. Let's go ahead and get on Benavidez. First of all, what did y'all think about Benavidez's performance last night? Um, I want some of y'all to tell me, like at least a couple of people, man. Y'all playing in the chat. Y'all ain't even telling me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all thought about David Benavidez's performance last night. You know what I mean? Because I am gonna rap and build on mine. So, but tell me, and also let me know what y'all think about Lemieux. What's next for Lemieux? I mean, do y'all think he done? Do y'all think Lemieux was too small for 168? I mean, what was wrong with Lemieux? Like, what y'all think about Lemieux as well? Let me get some feedback off of y'all, man. I'm only seeing Ronald Finkley really do all the talking in the chat. I need somebody more than Ronald Finkley talking. You know what I mean? Somebody liven it up a little bit. But I'm definitely gonna give y'all my take on David Benavidez versus David Lemieux. I thought that I thought it was gonna be a good fight as long as it lasted. I thought it was gonna be more entertaining. I mean, it was entertaining as it was gonna get. I just thought that I'm gonna say that I thought that David Lemieux was gonna be a little bit more stronger in the pocket than he displayed last night, and it just showed me that he was just too small for 168. You know, that's what it showed me. I seen right. I seen immediately when the fight started that he was too small. For David Benavidez. And I just knew it was a matter of time where the power and the size and all that was gonna take over. You said Lemieux, Gregory X said Lemieux is definitely a gatekeeper, officially a gatekeeper status. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Lemieux just got crack. He's a pocket fighter. He's not a really just super high skilled guy. You know what I mean? But he's dangerous. He can hurt you. But I just think he was just oversized, outskilled, outmatched, all that. Outclassed last night. I'm gonna tell you, man. Like when it comes down to David Benavidez, what I seen last night, I know Lemieux is a smaller guy and all that, but from what I seen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I don't think that Charlo can beat David Benavidez. I don't believe Canelo really want that smoke like that. I don't know if he really. I don't think he really want that smoke like that. Plant. I think Benavidez knocks out Plant. I think he'll stop Charlo. Morrell, I don't really know about Dave. I've been hearing a lot about this David Morrell guy. I don't really know too much about Morrell. I heard he's a killer. All this yada yada yada. Cool. I don't know too much about him, so I really can't say too much about him. But I do know that David Benavidez called them all out. He said, "Oh, all them bitches know what's up. I knock them all out." You know, but I can say this. I have to go back and think about some of the times where I know, we hyped up about Benavidez. Some of us, I can't speak for everybody. I know I get hyped up about him sometimes, but I've got to go back and look at some of the times, remember some of the times where, he didn't have too many great, a couple of great performances with the Anthony Durrell fight. Even the Ronald Graville fight when he got dropped by the jab, I'll never forget that one. Even though, I mean, I get it, things happen. And that's the thing that I do like about David Benavidez is that, and I always say this. It's a saying that I say. When it comes down to these top fighters and the guys that you like, if they haven't exposed no vulnerabilities and stuff like that, it's kind of hard. Like it's kind of hard for me. I can't speak for nobody else. It's hard for me to like kind of, go for them all the way because I don't know what they working with enough. They ain't been battle tested enough. I need to see him battle tested in the trenches. Okay, I'm gonna make a prime example, like Boots. Like when a lot of guys compare Boots to like Spence and Bud, right? And the other Keith and the rest of those guys, right? We can only compare Boots to the eye test, correct? We can only compare him to the eye test for the simple fact because he looks good, he got all the goods, he got all that. But we ain't really seen Boots just battle tested like that. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't seen him in the battle of the trenches like that. We don't see, and it ain't his fault. He been getting rid of the guys who they put in front of him. No doubt about that. But for for people just to sit up there and say that Boots is just gonna run through people and do this and that, I don't know about that. I don't know. You know, I can't just say that. Like I in the back of my mind, for some reason I just got a weird suspicion. And it just might be me. I could be all wrong. I could be all wrong. I could be all wrong. But just remember, I told you, for some reason, I just feel like Boots' chin may be a little bit leaky than what we know. I just kind of have I always had a strong feeling about that, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Hey, I hope he got a solid chin. I hope he is what we see, but I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just my strong opinion. You know what I mean? That's it. But when it comes to those other guys, when it comes down to like Benavidez, it just seems like they don't be like, they don't be too like, too pressed to like call them out or like want that fight. They don't sound adamant when they talk about Benavidez, like when they talk to Plan, when they talk to Charlo. Like I don't hear the adamant in their voice, the surety in themselves. I don't hear that when it come down to wanting that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I see why. I see why. With that type of hand speed and that power and that size, bro, that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. Yeah, you can bring the slickness to the ring and all that at the end of the day. But when he catch up to you, you can run around as long as you want. But when you run out of gas and he catch up to you, well, you're gonna be in bad shape. You're gonna be in bad shape. So, and I'm gonna tell you when it comes back to Lemieux real quick. See what Lemieux should have did in the beginning, the first 30 seconds of the fight. Lemieux should have, when he was up in David Benavidez's chest, like how he was when he got hurt real bad, and he figured out, okay, damn, I got to stay in his chest so I won't get hit with that hard shit, even though the short shots was hurting him as well. But he would have survived a little bit longer, like how he was in his chest. He should have did that from the beginning and lived there. He should have made Benavidez constantly move around and throw shots. Constantly move around and throw shots. Stay in his chest. Smother him. Stay in his chest. Learn, clinch him, when need to be. You know what I mean? Come with an overhand right, uppercut, pivot out the pocket, turn him. Throw some body shots, turn him. See, the thing about Lemieux, when he was in the pocket throwing shots, he was just in the pocket. He didn't change no angles. He didn't do none of that, which is we know he won't do that. But I'm just saying, he didn't incorporate any of that. So that's another reason why he got knocked out fast. He got knocked out. I wasn't expecting him to get knocked out in the second, third round. Because I thought Lemieux had more in the tank left in him, but he was just overly outmatched in every category last night. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying now. Greg Ray says Lemieux's days are behind him, and at 168 he'll be a decent test for a new generation. Absolutely. You got to get like these small 168 fighters for Lemieux. You can't get no guys that's real tall and strong. Like he won't do good against those guys. You know what I mean? You got to get somebody that's. I got to look at. I got to see. I can't right offhand. I can't. Call it right out. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna tell you who would be a good fight for Lemieux at 168 right now. Right now, if Maul was to move up to 168 right now, Lemieux would be a good fight for Jamal Charlo. If he moved up to 168 right now, that'd be a good fight for Jamal Charlo. A real good fight for Jamal Charlo. A real good fight. Unique 313 in the building. What's up, bro? Big Ghoul, huh? I hear you. I see you, fam. Appreciate you showing love in here, man. I ain't seen you in the month of Sunday. I know you ain't seen me in the month of Sunday, too. While I'm talking, I'm the one who been missing, ain't it? But yeah, man, I sure appreciate that. Jab that like button for you, boy. But yeah, that's what I really think about. I think Lemieux and Charlo be a real good fight, you know, at 168. Let me see. Ronald Fee said Jerron Ennis is more telegraphed as a southpaw. Crawford is unpredictable. What will he do when he switch his? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, Ennis ain't been tested on that chin enough. You know what I mean? I don't seen him get hit in between shots, but after that, he get him out of there. So I ain't seen enough of Ennis. I ain't seen enough of him tested. I would like to see him against Stanionis or what's the other man name who's Stanionis fought? Can't think of his name. I like his dirty style too. He fight dirty. What's it? He got that. I can't think of his name. The one who's Stanionis just fought, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dirty fighter. He I can't think of his name. I know it too. But anyway, that'll be a good fight for him. But the only thing about Stanionis' feet might be a little too slow for Boots. You know what I'm talking about? He might can't pick his feet up fast enough for Boots. But let me see. Gregory X says, I'd like to see Boots versus Thurman to validate his place in the top league. Absolutely. I would love to see Boots versus Thurman. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I wouldn't mind seeing Boots versus Ugas. I want to see Ugas versus Thurman. Really. That's what I want. Ugas versus Thurman. That's the fight I want to see. Butayev, that's his name. Butayev. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Yeah. I Butayev, he ain't the best, but I like his little scrappy, dirty style. You know what I mean? They gotta always warn him every 30 seconds because he low blowing, hitting behind the head. He doing airborne. He doing all type of head button. He doing all type of dirty shit. I like Janabek. Because he gonna keep doing it over and over again until you whoop his ass. You gotta whoop his ass straight up. Janabek a piece of shit. Yeah, he is. But I like him though. I like him. I like that. I know Stanionis ain't gonna fight that motherfucker again. Why would he anyway? But yeah, that'd be a good fight for Boots. Yeah, 147 deep, but 154 is about to get deeper. That's about to be the new welterweight because they still got all them killers up there. You know what I'm saying? They still got all them killers, and then you got all these 147 that's coming up there, and they finna get all that smoke. So you still got Castagna, you still got the Tower Inferno, you got Lubin, you got Charlo still there, you got Tim Zhu. Man, you got a lot of people. You still got J-Rock. I still think J-Rock still at 154. Shit. You got a lot of cats. You got a lot of people at 154, man. A lot of guys at 154. There's other guys that I can't name right now. I can't think of it. But y'all know who all up there. But y'all, real quick, what's next for Lemieux though, man? Like, y'all already said he gatekeeper. Don't worry about that. Don't answer that. Y'all already done said, yeah, he a gatekeeper and all that to a couple of y'all. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell y'all this, and it's been a lot of smack talk with the Charlos and the Benavidezes, right? You've been hearing Jose been saying that he'll whoop both of the Charlos, and yeah. This is what Jose saying. He talking about he'll beat. They asked him about Jermell. He's like, man, I whoop both of their ass. I like Jose. Jose mouth real raw. I like Jose. He talked that shit. He talked, yeah. They was talking all that shit, but you see, I wasn't there. But I would have been there. It'd have been a different story. I said, oh boy. It would have been some gangster shit would have broke out if they all would have been there, no doubt. Cause Jose would have he would have got it going. But he would have got real rude and disrespectful, and they would have had no choice but to clap back. He says, "You're gonna hold up a fold up." You know, they I guess everybody got this little thing. Well, the Charlos got this little thing where they, you know, a stigma where they like to, you know, they say keep running your mouth, but everybody keeps saying they running their mouth all the time. So, you know, I know who is running their mouth. Maul is, not Mel. Maul fighting. Mel ain't doing shit. He ain't doing the fuck thing. So that's who talking. I mean, Mel putting his work in. There ain't no question. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question. Ronald Freakley says, as long as they don't start all that ducking like Canelo at 154, can be. Oh, making up their own weight classes and all that. I don't know, boy. I'm telling you that 154 is gonna turn into a concrete jungle in a minute, boy. It's gonna get real sticky over there. Pretty soon, ain't nobody gonna want to be over there, boy. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like walking on hot coal over there. They're gonna be tiptoeing in that division. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and Mo. What's good with you, fam? I sure appreciate you coming through. Jab that like button for you, boy. But yeah, though, man. Oh, this is what I was gonna say though. When it comes down to the Charlos and the Benavidez, just think about this, right? Y'all heard it here first, right? If Charlos and the Benavidez, if David and Jamal fight, why wouldn't you put Mel and Jose on the at the co-main or whatever, however you want to do it. I don't care how it go. They have to figure out who's gonna be the main or co-main. I know that'd be a little bit too much probably, but at this point, because Mel is the undisputed champ, so he gonna probably feel like he gonna need to be at the top. So whatever, I don't know, but just think about this. In the perfect world, you got the Charlos versus the Benavidez, 154 and 168. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all just think about that. Now, if somebody else done came back, done went and said this, you know where they got it from, right? They done got it from your boy Trap. So, man, come on, man. That'll set the boxing world. Boxing world love that. They eat that up. They eat that up. They eat that up. You got David Benavidez versus Jamal Charlo, and you got Jose Benavidez versus Jermell Charlo. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Bruh. Come on, man. Come on, man. And don't fuck around and let both of the brothers lose on either end. Or, you know what I mean? Or if just one win, the other lose, it got to be some type of get back. So, man, please. Man, that shit would be lit for boxing, man. How you couldn't make no bread off that? And you put it in either Texas or California, Arizona, or something like that. Man, come on, man. Y'all need to stop. Man, please. Nate the Great, what's good with you, fam? He said, salute the Trap House in the chat. Yeah, appreciate you showing love, fam. Y'all please jab that like button to get the ratings up on this channel, man. So what do y'all think about Charlo versus Benavidez brothers? What y'all think about that? I know y'all have to, you got to agree with that. I don't think nobody who listens to this show right now would disagree with me on that. Like that's fireworks. That is extreme fireworks. Oh, Greg, let me see what you put off in here. He says, Jermell Charlo should drop the belts and change for an available 160 and encourage Jermell to seek his fortunes at 168. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You saying he should drop his belts at 160 and encourage his brother to come up? Oh, let me read this shit again, man. He says Jermell Charlo should drop the belts and challenge for okay, yeah. Oh, right now? Oh man, so you don't want Jermell to you don't want him to defend nothing? Like you just think he should just vacate right now? Gregory X? Oh boy. I at least want to see him defend at least once a time. I mean, but they ain't doing that no more. I get it, but still, man, yeah, I just want to see it, once or twice. Yeah. I feel you though. Let me see, Greg. He says Charlo and Benavidez brothers card would be an unlikely but welcome card. But yeah, it won't happen. Yeah, it won't. Yeah, yeah, it won't happen. But it'll be a dope card, man. That'll be fire. I mean, that'd get some real hardcore hype. That'd get some real hardcore hype. Well, I'm telling you, man, please. And you think about the press conference. But them, man, and then you got Jose Benavidez Senior with all that mouth. Oh Lord, man, please. And then, but Junior, he got the worst Bobo of all of them. Like his Bobo the worst. Jose Benavidez Jr. Ain't nobody talking more shit than him. Period. And he bought all that action. He bought all that. All that gangster time. So he the right one to talk and get gangster with. If you want to get fly, he the right one because he gonna bring you that smoke. Believe that. He gonna definitely bring you that smoke. But I don't know. Y'all think Jamal Charlo can do something with David Benavidez? Please let it be known in the chat. Who y'all think win out of David Benavidez and Jamal Charlo? Let me know who y'all think will win that fight. Because I know we got a lot of people that's high on Jamal Charlo for whatever reason. But I don't know. I don't think Jamal Charlo. I don't think he want that smoke. I think Benavidez will stop Jamal Charlo. Square biz. Hey, I know a lot of people may not agree with, but it's just the real. Gregory said the bell saw payday trinkets and Jermell is in position to sell well without the house with panda. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Salute to the Sensei Stormy B Man in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to the Sensei Stormy B Man. Yeah, I think Benavidez stops Jamal Charlo, man. Thinks he gets him out of there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think that fight lasts. Gregory X says David Benavidez versus Jermell Charlo be 50-50. Gregory X, I want you to explain to me real quick in brief summary, how would you describe that fight being 50-50? Because I really want to hear that. Not to put you on the spot, nothing, Big Gregory X, but my brain ain't really seeing that. But I just want to hear your point of view. That's all, brother. And I respect your opinion to the utmost. Real talk, bro. Dirty Red in the building. But let me get back to what I was saying, though. I think that I don't even think that fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be nice and say that it might go to 8 rounds. But I'm gonna be in my heart. I got it going. Okay, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say 8 to 9. I'm gonna be nice. Just being nice. But in my heart, it's 6 to 7. I want to say 5 to 6, but I think he'll stop Charlo and get him up out of there. And I'm gonna tell you this: Charlo can box, but I don't think he has the boxing ability enough to keep a guy like a David Benavidez off of him. I just think he's too stiff in his mechanics. I don't think he has his punch variety is repetitive. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. David Benavidez too strong, man. Too big, too strong. I don't think he's gonna be able to stand up under that for no 12 rounds, fam. I don't see that. Let me see what Dirty Red said. He said Benavidez is big enough to stop him, but Jamal has the athletic ability to athletic ability and skill. So it has to be a toss up. I feel you. I don't think he that athletic, bro. To be honest with you. Now, if you say male with more athletic, like far as athleticism, yeah, Mel is more athletic than Maul, in my opinion. I just don't think that Maul gonna be able to survive that onslaught, bro. Especially when he got to slow down. He might could be able to move around for a round, 2, 3 tops, and that's gonna be by the grace of God. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. If they ever fight, you gonna see exactly what I'm saying. After that 3rd round, he gonna be barely looking like he barely moving around. Like it's gonna be close. It's gonna be looking real shaky. Then about that 3rd or 4th round, bro. gonna start getting hit with those shots where he got to slow down and sit in the pocket, and he got to exchange. And then next thing you know, you're gonna be THU. Through. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna sit up here and say that Charlo can't hurt David Benavidez. He can. But is he gonna be able to finish him? You know, and one thing I do notice about David Benavidez, when I was telling y'all earlier about when David Lemieux should have sat in the pocket when he was in his chest, when he was at his best, when he was right in David Benavidez's chest, when he was surviving the onslaught a little bit more after he got hurt. He was safer there, but what I did notice is that David Benavidez had an answer for that in your chest shit too. He had offense for that too, and he was countering the fuck out of David Lemieux in those close quarters. So like I said, he was just gonna be there. If he would have stayed there the whole time, the fight would have lasted a little longer. He was gonna get knocked out anyway. But the way he fought last night, he wasn't gonna. He got out of there just the way he got out of there early, fast. You understand what I'm saying? But I just don't see. I don't see those guys like beating no Benavidez, man. I don't even think. Like I said, I don't think Canelo want that smoke. Canelo know what time it is, bro. He know what time it is. He know what time it is. and Canelo, he damn sure don't got the all around boxing ability to outbox no damn Benavidez for 12 rounds. So, I mean, to me, him and Charlo, I mean, Canelo can box a little bit better, a little longer, but it'll be the same thing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think Canelo want that smoke. I don't think he want that smoke. And then we got to question this: how much Canelo got in the tank from that Bivol fight? Like, Canelo took some punishment. How much he got? Is he wearing down or what? Is he wearing down? You know, I don't know. It's gonna get real spicy in boxing. I can tell you that. He says, Gregory says Jamal has the skill set to both hurt and frustrate David, forcing him to fight outside of his normal style. How's that, Greg? What are you going? I'm just saying, what skill set? What are you going to present to make him? I mean, think about it, Gregory X. I'm finna ask you this question right here. If he has the skill set to do all that, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna ask you this question. To tell me when you seen Jamal Charlo make adjustments then, well, since we talking about skill set. When you seen him make adjustments to do all that to make somebody do something different? Because I ain't never seen him do it. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I might be tripping or slipping or forgot or whatever, but I ain't never seen Jamal Charlo make no adjustments like that. Yeah, David had been hurt before. David been dropped by a jab, bro. In the Ronald Graville fight. What are you talking about? I done seen vulnerabilities on David. So let me see what else y'all saying on here. It says, Dirty Red says the twins' DNA is the same. They don't fight. They don't fight the same. Jermell got more versatility than him. If that's what you're saying, they fight the same. I have to respectfully disagree with you. They slightly fight the same, but Mel got more versatility. I'm pretty sure the whole boxing world will agree with that. He said the first 4 rounds will be brutal. You think Jamal the last 4 rounds, brutal 4 rounds with David Benavidez? Come on, man. Yeah, KP from KC5. What's up? He said, damn, bro, where you been? I've been in KC, KP. No, I was just messing with you. I've been chilling, man. I've just been chilling, bro. He says Canelo is nothing more than the payday at this point. That's a heavy statement. We're soon to find that out because I want to know that too. I want to see what Canelo got in the tank. He says Charlo ain't proving nothing to me. There you go, KP from KC. That's what I'm talking about, my man. That's now you speaking facts. Now, yeah, now you speaking some facts there. You understand what I'm saying? He says Benavidez will carry Charlo very fast and think he stops him. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Storm B-Man says they have different intestinal fortitude also. Yes. D Nice. Salute to you, D Nice. Where you been? Y'all jab that like button. JMJ 2121. What's good with you, bro? He says Benavidez, KP from KC says Benavidez carry guys like Margarito used to he bust their heart and lungs, man. Yeah, absolutely. He just beats them up bad. He beats you up bad. He says being surprised and dropped are two different things. You right. But he got dropped. Whether it was a flash knockdown or whatever, I mean, he got dropped. That's a sign. I mean, you can say you ain't hurt. Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question, Gregory X. Have you ever been dropped before? Have you ever boxed and been dropped before? Because I'm gonna tell you something. You feel all that, bro. You feel it. Trust and believe that. So it's different levels of hurt. It's different levels. I know that for a fact. But I appreciate your opinion, though, Gregory X, and on how you feel about Charlo and David Benavidez. I just hope they make the fight. I don't think they're gonna make the fight. I don't think he gonna send the I don't think they're gonna make that fight. Yeah, Texas would be big. Texas, Cali, in LA or probably LA. Probably even in Vegas. Probably Vegas would be nice because, like I said, if you put both of the brothers on the same card, bro, that thing would be fire. I got you, Gregory. I got you. So you wasn't buzzed when you got caught. You wasn't buzzed, Gregory. I know you felt that boing. I know you felt that boing. Yeah. I know you done felt it. That's a sign. That's being hurt, bro. That's being hurt. When your scruples is all out of whack a little bit for a little second, no matter if it was a long time or a short time, you was hurt. Okay, you was hurt too, bro. You was hurt momentarily. You was hurt. Now, I ain't talking about mentally hurt. You was hurt, bro. You was hurt. You didn't know, but you was hurt. But whatever, man. Whatever on that. You know, like I said, that'd be a dope undercard though. You put the two brothers on there, man. That'd be fire. That'd be super lit. My co-host didn't make it on the panel today. You know, hey Stormy, where you at, man? You want to come on for about like 20 minutes, bro, and speak your piece real quick, Stormy? Let me know, bro. I'll send you the what's the name real quick. Matter of fact, Stormy, see where you at. I'm gonna give Stormy a what's in the jig. Send him the link. Yeah, I'm gonna see if Stormy wanna come on real quick. Yeah, but like I said, boxing is heating up, man, in a major way, man. It's definitely heating up. It's a lot going on in boxing, man, and these guys finna have to fight each other. That's just plain and simple. Matter of fact, let me put it in the chat. Let me see. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Stormy, they'll go to link. Stormy, whoever else want to come on real quick. Y'all can come on and I got about like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? 20, 30 minutes real quick. Y'all can come on real quick and yeah, they'll go to link in the chat for whoever want to get in here real quick. You know what I mean? I got a little open little time. I'll let you go ahead and speak your piece. You can quit typing. You go ahead and click the link and come on in here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So it'll definitely be nice to get somebody on here real quick, man, and we can wrap up the little end of the show, with somebody in the chat that's gonna go ahead and talk about what they seen this weekend. You know what I mean? So we can get a different voice. So I'll give somebody a few minutes to see if they want to come in. So y'all think Charlo gonna take that Benavidez fight? Let me know in the chat if y'all think he gonna take that Benavidez fight. I got you, Greg Riggs. I got you. Harold Trim, what's good with you, man? He said Maul ain't leaving 160. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
What's up, Trap House?
What's good, fam?
Trap House, man. I ain't seen you in about a minute, man.
I know, man. Just cooling. What's good with you, man?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Just love to hear to my people I subscribe to it. Ain't heard from a long time. You know what I'm saying? From Mike Biggs to you. You know, I hear from other people, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, David Benavidez. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez did his thing, but the thing I'm disappointed about is, and I said that the Stormy B man is Jamal Herring. You know, supposed to have that military background, man. He's supposed to stay disciplined on this, man. I know. You had a tough fight with Shakur. You know what I'm saying? But it's time, bro. It's time, Herring. You know, I'm disappointed in that. You know what I'm saying? No. And Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman needed to get it together too. So I'm just really disappointed in Keith Thurman, man. Don't want to what's up, Stormy? What's up, Big Stormy? I was on your other chat. You know what I'm saying?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on, Stormy, man? The real OGs of the what's it called with this boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Man, we done lost a couple of people here lately, man, and it's just getting crazy, man. From the Kurt Sugars, the Batmans, and all the other brothers, man. You know, man, we talk. You know, you're saying when it comes to y'all boxes, I say, man. You know what I'm saying? I just shut up and listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm 45, but you still can listen. I'm 45, still can listen. You know what I'm saying? Stormy B man, go ahead, Stormy.
I'm listening now. You know, it's like I was out here in the chat listening. That's what you're supposed to do. I keep talking about there's a reason that we got two ears and one mouth. Huh? But for some folks out here, they run around through life like they got six mouths. Huh? That's why you can't get nothing through to them.
Yeah. And let me say something real quick, fellas. Like this Keith Thurman, I don't know. Some people saying
they try to be like me.
And some I see on my channel say that the real title is supposed to be "Who Gonna Smoke with the Mexican Monster." So I don't know what y'all see. I'm gonna try to figure it out with this title. But this Keith Thurman thing, that's an old title. I don't know why it's still on the StreamYard. But go ahead, Stormy.
No, what you were talking about Benavidez and Charlo, that whole 168 deal. Listen, man, somebody's gonna have to step up to the plate, and fight one another. I don't think that Benavidez is the guy that should be, making all the moves, nor do I think that Charlo, Andre, Triple G, all those guys have got to step up collectively. Now, Benavidez is legitimately at 168. So the two people that he needs to really be looking at, hands down, are Canelo and Morrell. But at 160, Charlo, Andre, Triple G, and now Janabek is catapulting into that category. Those guys got to see each other. If Triple G don't want to fight those guys, get the hell out of the sport. Go retire somewhere. Because you talking about you want another fight with Canelo, but Canelo ain't fought at 160 in a minute. So it's not like that's who is really the contemporary that he need to see. But there are other men who are right there that he needs to see. And we should turn the heat up on his ass or get him out of the sport. Charlo and Andre, they need to fight each other. We just watched a fight last night where Buatsi and Richards fought each other. They got a history from the amateurs and everything. And I thought Richards won that fight. And as much as I like Buatsi, he took 3 steps backwards in that fight because Richards showed himself and proved himself to be the better boxer. He didn't get the favorite hometown decision, but Buatsi got a lot of work to do. And Andre and Charlo, they need to fight each other. Danny Jacobs, who's still kind of hiding behind bushes out there and everything and peeking his head in and out. You need to get in the ring with one of these guys. You thought you were going to go over there to the UK and get you some, cream puffs, and it turned out that they turned the lights out on you over there. So now you know how Gabe Rosado felt coming out of the fight that you had with him when he clearly outboxed you, but because you had the name, they gave you the decision. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the sport that really needs to get cleaned up, and it'll start. The kickstart should be when people start getting their butts in the ring with one another. And I understand, D Nice, you saying that Andre is 168, but he just ran away from 160 because of the guy you saw last night. But as Joe Louis said many years ago, in boxing, it's a square jungle, the ring. You can run, but there is nowhere to hide. And if you don't want to face what's in front of you, then we have to call you what you are, a coward.
Man, I agree with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We have people ducking each other, man. This is crazy, man. In the sport of boxing, man, that 20 by 20 ring, man, should be you should be good with that, man. No one ain't trying to you got to Benavidez with Charlo, I think was last week or something like that. And then you got your the heavyweights, man. I ain't seen no heavyweight joint. I ain't heard from no people talk about the heavyweight joint in a while. You know what I'm saying? With the Tyson Furies, only time he did so was against Dillian White. And I'm really pissed off about the heavyweight division. It's time for Deontay Wilder. Hopefully he could come back, you know what I'm saying, and be back on his game, you know what I'm saying? Be back on his game, and Joshua, heard from him in a minute. I ain't heard from Usyk in a while either. Since he won the heavyweight title, I just want to see everybody, saying stop ducking each other, start put some money in this, put some money in this boxing, man. I'm disappointed in this boxing, man. I feel like WWE versus AEW versus what's it called, Ring of Honor, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to duck each other. Y'all want to go to another company, and then all the other companies and all the other companies, man. And that's very disappointing, man. It's very disappointing. You got something to say, Trap House or Store Baby, man?
Yeah, I had a question about both of y'all. Do y'all think Janabek cleans up 160?
Who's in the 160 division? The
You got Maul. Hold up. You got Maul. You got Triple G at 168. Who else at 160? Damn. Shit, let me look it up.
Triple G is at 160, bro.
Oh, he had one. I thought he was at 160. Okay, Triple G's at 160. Who else at 160, Stormy?
Man,
I know Boo Boo at 168. You got Maul, Triple G. Who else is at 160?
you got Lyra, you got Charlo.
Yeah.
And officially, Andrade is still there officially. You know,
it's Harrison over there. Is it Harrison over there? Stormy B Man or Trap House in 160.
I think he's still at 154.
Okay.
Yeah. But do you think that Janabek cleans all that up? But Triple G, he said he ain't fighting Triple G because of the country respect purposes reason. So he said
more bullshit.
you shut up and fight, man. Shit, that's what I gotta say.
Fight. Hey, Russia and the Ukraine is brothers too, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't they speak the same language?
Yeah.
So, this is why. Listen, this is why when you get the chance, you go in on their asses, because this is what I be talking about. Don't come here trying to tell me. Buatsi and Craig Richards just fought yesterday. They're both from the UK. They both came up in the UK amateur programs and everything. And they fought each other. They may see each other again down the line. But at least they got in there. They didn't wait like Kell Brook and Amir Khan 10 years to get in there with each other. What needs to happen, Janabek, get in there, dust off Gennady Golovkin so we can have him gotten rid of, and then you start your path. See, that's the way it used to happen in boxing. There used to be a baton get passed. Huh? Sugar Ray Leonard fought Terry Norris. Terry Norris whooped him. Terry Norris took Leonard's legacy and went forward. He didn't carry it as well as Leonard did, but at least Leonard found a young buck to pass that baton to. You know, it happens in the sport. Ali passed the baton to Larry Holmes. You know what I mean? Holmes passed it to Tyson. This is supposed to take place. It's a natural progression. But because we have a lot of fighters today that have grown up, they're no longer the men that they need to be, because we're in such watered down society that real male reactions, real males' actions, that has been displaced. It's almost frowned upon for you to be a man of conviction and to go out there and show testosterone. The feminist movement has infiltrated everything and made it almost like it's not good to be alpha. That's where you get this term beta now, because it's like when you see the king of the jungle, somebody now but there's a queen too. Get the hell out of here. The king rules. And so in order to be a king in boxing, you have to defeat other people so you can rule, just like Jermell Charlo did. You can't take that away from him. He is now the king of the light middleweights. They can say whatever they want or whatever, but he went through the fire to get to that place. And he suffered a loss as a setback, and he suffered a draw as a setback. But now, having experienced the two sides of the coin that a lot of men are afraid to face up to, what does he have to fear? Nothing but the limits that he put on himself. This is the difference when you look at the sport for what it's supposed to be. And when someone tries to tell you something otherwise, man, tell him to go have a seat somewhere. Because that's that soft shoe shit that we try to get away from, because a man is a man, okay? And if he's not a man, what the hell is he?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, man.
Hey, so real quick, Stormy, while you already on the flame. So do you think Janabek beats Boo Boo and Charlo?
No, because Janabek has beaten up on softer opposition up until now. I can't say he can beat those guys until I see him in the ring with guys like that, either those guys or people on that level. But I'll tell you this, he's no damn Superman. Nobody is. Someone who can take a punch and who can box can whoop his ass too.
Yeah,
Gotcha. What you think about that, Jam J?
Man,
What's your thoughts on Janabek?
Oh, man, it all depends, man. We ain't talking about argue on one side of the street, the other side of the street. We just want to see some fights, man. I'm Janabek, and I ain't seen him yet, but when you beat the veterans like Charlo and a little bit of Benavidez and whoever, that's in there. Andrade, man, Andrade needs some fights, man. Man, I'm getting tired of saying Andrade. Yeah. What's up?
Charlo too.
Yeah.
Well, you know the funny thing, fellas, the funny thing about Andrade is this. He might be the best out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the moves that he's made and his mental approach to the sport, not to how he fights, but his mental approach to the sport leaves a lot to be desired. You would love to take Mel Charlo's psychological approach to boxing and put it into Demetrius Andrade's head, because the talent is there. He got power, he can box like a son of a gun, and he's southpaw. That's like that's a triple whammy of what people don't want.
Three wishes, Stormy B, man. Three wishes, man. That's 3 wishes right there.
Exactly. But the worst part about it is his psychological approach to the sport. It leaves a lot to be desired. The guy is like, he has wasted so much time. He has passed over so many different opportunities that were really there, and then opportunities that he didn't go for. Like this Janabek situation. If he were to fight that guy and whoop his ass, what could anybody else say about him? Seriously. That could be his holy grail. But instead of moving away, dude, sometimes you just got to chuck it up. You understand? Where's that whole thing where guys take pride and pull their pants up and say, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to whoop that dude's ass. Huh? And anybody like him, because you know what? They don't want to respect what I'm doing. So here, I'm going to make you respect me. They don't do that now. And then they try to say, well, so-and-so didn't want to fight me. So-and-so didn't want to.
Nobody want to hear that no more. Nobody want to hear that no more.
We're tired.
Hey, Stormy, we done went to President Obama, President Trump, since we've been begging for Jamal Charlo to fight somebody. So, hey, bro, I can't give him no credit like his brother got credit. His brother get hella credit for me for what he did. His brother ran the gauntlet at 154, and I'm still waiting for him to do something at 160. I was really excited about Jamal Charlo when he knocked out K9 Bundrick. But how many damn years ago was that, bro?
Yep.
Like, the excitement is gone. He could have the whole city of Houston eating out his hand, but he's fighting Selexky next.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. You could feast on that minimum opposition long enough where you begin to decline yourself because you just automatically know that you're better than those guys. So you take a little bit off of your training, your approach to the sport and stuff like that. You start, your attention starts to wander and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Off of that Montiel performance, Canelo should have took him right then because he wasn't going to be ready for Canelo. Canelo made the foolish mistake of steady running from what he's supposed to face, and he went up there and got his ass whooped by Demetrius Bivol, as exactly what should have happened because of Bivol approached it like, that little dude think he can whoop me. And he did exactly what he was supposed to do, whoop Canelo's ass. And you know he had the right approach to it because he took those last rounds. If those last rounds weren't secured for him, if he had brought the Caleb Plant approach, he would have lost that fight because the judges had already had it in the cards for Canelo. But because he went in with a different mindset, he set himself up for victory. I can't do nothing but take my hat off to Bivol for doing that. And I spit on Canelo for running away from his obligations. You have an obligation as the so-called ass of boxing. I don't call him that other term. I call him the ass of boxing. You have an obligation to tell the people why you are. You have to remind them from time to time. It's nice to have the media kissing your ass and blowing you every other day. But sometimes you have to come back to the public and say, I want to remind y'all of who I am. And he hasn't done that in a very long time.
Yeah, let me let you go. Stormy B, man. You cooking, man. You cooking. I heard you cooking on the other one, man. Trap House, man. Good to hear you from you again, sir, man. Good to hear from y'all again, man. You know, Stormy B, man. You know, the classic boxing, Trap House with the classic boxing, man. Salute to y'all, man. And y'all have a good one, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Salute to y'all, brothers, man. Salute to you, Trap House. All right?
Okay, John Jay. Take it easy, bro.
Right, bro.
So, Stormy, back to you, sir. So what's your take on Rolly versus Tank? I didn't hear that from you yet.
Oh. Well, it's really this simple. Either Rolly is going to come out and rise to the occasion of snatching an opportunity while it's there for him, or Tank is going to embarrass this guy. It's just that cut and dry. But if they really don't like each other, if they really have been around each other and have had a chance to smell the scent of the other guy, and there's aggression there, we might be in for something entertaining. The consensus says that Rolly should be, dealt with easily by Tank. But sometimes you don't know. You don't know. That's why you have to, you know what? You let a fight like this happen because if it's going to be bad for Rolly, this just reaffirms that, okay, this is why there are levels to this. But what if Tank runs into some problems, which could happen? You just don't know. This is why you got to have the fights. You got to have the fights. Now, I'm not picking a guy because I really don't care. You know what I mean? There were other fights that I wanted to see Tank fight. Now, imagine if something bad happens to Tank. Then everything that he's built up to this, and I ain't even talking about losing, but I'm just saying not looking good. Rolly happens to look good against him or looks too strong for him in some instant. Whatever the negativity that could roll with it outside of just losing the fight. Why would you have given up the opportunity to face all those other guys that you have really could have banked more money and everything on to chuck it away for this dude? You see? That's why we keep talking about these guys. You need to strike when the iron is hot. Stop the foolishness.
Got you. Real quick, I'm gonna give a couple of shout outs before I say what I gotta say. I'm gonna ask you another question. There's a few guys in here I didn't acknowledge in here. Let me start by acknowledging Harold Trim. I don't think I acknowledged you, sir. Salute to you. Joe Jack, salute to you. He says Benavidez hadn't fought beating anyone that impressed me yet, including Darrell. DB is dope, but he need to fight Plant at least. Got you. Well, Plant got to take the fight too, though. Let me see who else in here. D Nice, salute to you. L5 Player, salute to you, man. Rashawn Williams, salute. We got the the king of the historian in the building, Scrapbook Boxing. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, Scrapbook. Everybody go subscribe to Scrapbook, man. I sure appreciate you coming here showing love, Scrap. Stormy, so I'm gonna ask you. So when it comes down to Tank and Rolly, right? Is it a simple situation to where? Oh, okay. So let me ask you like this: in your heart, deep in your heart, do you feel like it's gonna be like a competitive, like a close, I don't know type of fight, or you just simply saying that it could be that, or you just want to sit back and just say you don't know, you just want to sit back and just see what happens?
I think that Tank should handle this fight and come out really clean. But there's a small window that it doesn't happen. And what was revealing of that was his last fight against Isaac Cruz. See? And then he suffered a hand injury in that fight, which even limited it even more. So now you're one-handed in there, and you got to get through the later rounds with the guy, because they said it happened early, like around within the first 6 rounds or so. So he should get through this clean. Anything other than that is kind of like taking something off the table. Get rid of this dude, handle your business, and be ready for all the other guys. Devin Haney, Kambosos, Lomachenko. Be ready for them dudes. Stop milling about, monkeying around, and start staking your claim. You know, if you either want to be the best in boxing or you just want to make money. If you can make money, you can make money doing all kinds of circus acts. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're in this to be in the competitive sense, it's an easier way to make money than getting punched in the face for a living. Because there are some people that enjoy punching people in the face.
Harold Trim, I hear you, Stormy. Harold Trim, you're a funny guy. Harold Trim, he said he believed that Tank versus Roller would be just like Benavidez versus Lemieux, boxer versus punching bag. We're gonna find out. But I'm gonna tell you something. Rolly, one of the more awkward guys, man. He could be stumbling and seem like he getting all off balance and about to fall, and been cracked you with one of the more awkward, off balance shots, and been had you in a little bit of bad shape or something, man. I don't know, man. Like I'm more on the side of where I guess I got to see what happened, man, because I don't know. I'm still stuck on Tank hand injury. You know, Rolly is a bigger puncher. He looked horrible in his last few fights. I ain't gonna lie about that. But I don't know. I mean, because there's been a lot of, I don't knows lately anyway. So, like Larry say, right, Merton, it's the theater of the unknown, right? What do you say? The unexpected unknown. What do you call it?
Yeah, and that's why I said what I said. You know what I mean? You always leave a margin for error. He should come out of this clean, but there are possibilities that I am aware that you leave, room for. But and if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, that's bad. That's bad. That's like what I said a moment ago when I used the example of Charlo against Montiel. He should have whooped that dude's ass and taken him out. But he messed around. He was milling about in that fight, and that guy got a little braver and braver. Next thing you know, the guy was competing. The guy ain't on his level. He's not. But it ended up being a very poor performance by Charlo because of how he handled himself during the fight. That's why I said if Canelo was smart, he should have went after him right then and there. But he didn't do that. Now, for Charlo's next fight, he's going to have to get up. He's going to have to come out and show something. And whomever the opponent is, I know they dropped the name of somebody, but whoever it is, they could look at that fight as an example of this guy might be ripe for the taking. Never mind the fact that his brother now just became undisputed, because that's his brother. And as his brother has said publicly, and people don't listen all the time, that's why I say you got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. He said it time and again. I'm not my brother. Hasn't he said that?
Yeah.
Top Out? He said that many times, hasn't he? He's like, I'm not my brother. Y'all need to listen to stuff. Because when you talk about them being twins and sharing the same DNA and all of that, they're not the same people. So when you are out there and you're looking at what Maul need to do, Maul still got work to do. His brother is a more accomplished man. Check this out. I'll give you a slight rundown in what I'm saying this to show the separation. They were both being trained by Ronnie Shields. He stepped away from Ronnie Shields. That's independence. He decided to go do something else. When he lost to Harrison, even though he didn't feel he lost the fight, but the decision went the other way. After he got over it emotionally, he began to say, this is something that separates me from my brother. I got a loss now and he doesn't. So now the challenge begins. Now he has to come back. He has to show resiliency to get up from being knocked down, so to speak. Separation. Now, he's gone forward and become undisputed. But along the way of doing that, he has won fights in almost every way imaginable. He's won decisions. He's had a draw. He suffered a loss. He came back and avenged the loss in a rematch. He's knocked guys out with the left. He's knocked them out with the right. He's knocked them out with uppercuts. He has knocked the guy out with a jab to the pit of the stomach. He has come from behind on the scorecards to win a fight. He has knocked people out late. He is a complete fighter. His brother has yet to face half of the adversities, but you all pair them together all the time. I just gave you a complete rundown of why you shouldn't.
And I'm gonna add to that. I always say, I just said this earlier. Like, I don't. They not the same. Like when you look at Jermell, right, and you just described all the ways he can win, whether it was less competition or whatever. At the end of the day, he got him out of there. When there was less competition, he got him out of. He didn't go to no wacky ass decision with no Montiels and no Highlands and Jermell would have knocked all them out, bro. He would have knocked them all out at 160. Those same dudes his brother struggled with, he would have knocked them out. So, and then I noticed when they had them both, Brian Custer had them both on the panel, right? When he was, I think this was right before, this is the weigh-in. And he was like, Jermell, your resume, when he's talking about his resume, and he was like, you have one of the best resumes in boxing. Then when he looked at Jermell, I could tell when you see him all, you could look like he had that look like, damn. Like, I hope he don't say nothing about my resume, because he knew his resume was shitty compared to his brothers. And he had a look on his face like, don't say nothing about mine, kind of like it was brief. You had to catch it. You know what I mean? So it's like those two guys, they different, man. Like, they different. And I explained, I try to see, this the thing. You know I coach football, Stormy. And I explain this to people all the time. I explain this to our head coach that I coach up under, right? Because he likes to win by blowing everybody out, right? I don't agree with that. Because see, I look at it, I compare it to a boxing, term, right, analogy. Like, so I look at it like this. It's like a champion that's used to just winning one way, right? But what happens when you take away his strength and make him have to fight, or a team that make them have to play a different way that they're not accustomed to playing to? That's gonna test your coaching right there and see whether you good coach, or are you able to make adjustments or not. So what I'm trying to convey to him is that, it's cool to blow teams out and all that, but it's easy for a coach or to prepare for you, because now they see you only win one way. But if you done been in a dog fight, you done came from behind, you done blew teams out, you done won different types of ways, it's harder for a team to prepare for you, because you done been battle tested in every which way is possible. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's gonna have to get to like a battle of attrition. That's what it's gonna have to come to. But they not understanding what I'm trying to convey to them.
Yep.
Yeah. So but on that note though, I want to go ahead and segue into Devin versus Cam. Killer Kambosos. George. So I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm gonna say real quick, Stormy, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and fry the rest of the egg. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it over easy. I'm gonna let you do the rest. Put the cheese on top and all that. You understand what I'm saying? But I only seen Kambosos fight like twice, against T.O. and against Lee Selby. First time I seen him fight was against Lee Selby. I wasn't impressed at all, really. I thought that Lee Selby still did enough to win the fight, but I thought that Kambosos was taking too long to get off, in the inside, and when I seen him fight that fight, I thought he was a one-dimensional fighter. But then when I seen him fight Teofimo Lopez, he showed me something totally different. So I was like, I wasn't expecting, for him to be that versatile like that. But he's not a real big puncher, I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to figure out the right words to put this in the context of where, it sounds well, I'm gonna say it like this. When it comes down to Kambosos, I don't know. It seems like a part of me in my mind thinks that he got more tricks in the bag than what we've seen. But then on the flip side, I think that he might be just a jokester. You know what I mean? I think we might have seen all he got. And the question is like, can Devin, step on the gas heavy enough to like really expose that? You know what I mean? That's my whole question with Devin. Like, I don't know if Devin is gonna go that extra mile to, to impose his will on Kambosos over there in Australia, So I don't know. Tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you think. I got Devin winning though. I got him winning, but I think that I think it's gonna be a little tough.
Well, The heat is on, and sometimes when the heat is on like that, the yeast rises. So some fighters relish the opportunity for challenge. No one in boxing today, outside of Mel Charlo just winning the undisputed championship in a rematch fight, fought against a guy he got a draw with, and the actual true guy who was the second, we can declare him now the second best 154 pounder because he was able to knock him out. Nobody has faced the type of pressure like that except for Devin Haney and what he's about to face. So Devin has embraced this. He has said this is what he wanted. The deal that was negotiated and everything, you have to allow this man to be the man he is, to go for what he's going for. And if he is successful, detractors, naysayers, doubters, cynics will have to bow. They will have to bow. It's a tall order. We know that. Only because of the terms and what they've tried to put him through, not because of the opponent. The opponent is a Cinderella man. He's a person that got the opportunity, took seize of it, and became known for putting on the glass slipper. But Devin has always been there. He has always been the man seeking this opportunity. So he's going to be more than ready. And it's going to require them to do more than what they've done thus far to take that away from him. But as I said before, when a man relishes the challenges, when he knows that the deck is stacked against him, when he still wants to go through with it, if he's successful, what can you do but give him his accolades? And that is the type of victory that all of us wish that we could achieve. None of us would admit that doubt, apprehension, lack of confidence would be a part of that process. But he is willing to take this challenge on. And I take my hat off to him for that, because he didn't have to. Even with the latest news that came down the pike this week about his dad not going to be able to be there with him, I was thinking like maybe he should just say, no, but he's doubling down. That's an admirable trait and characteristic. Damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead. I love that. And that is something, again, if he's successful, what a teachable moment. What a pliable science that you'll be and have an example of for him being successful under those circumstances. That's something to think about. And that's why, I look at it like this. Kambosos, he's the least of the problem here. It's the deck that is stacked against Devin that he's fighting. And we saw many years ago a heavyweight champion have to fight against a deck heavily stacked against him in the U.S. government. And he still came out ahead, even when it seemed like he was down, even when it seemed like he was almost out. There's that old saying, when God is for you, it's more than the world against you. Let's hope that Devin sees that through. Those are my thoughts on that.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like you said, like if he come out victorious, You know, it not once, but that'd be twice under those conditions. Like I don't know where they did that at before. To my knowledge, you know, I mean, I don't know. I have all the boxing knowledge in the world, but for you to do that twice in those conditions without your father, and you got to fight over there. Don't he have to fight over there twice? You know, ain't that in the clause?
Don't put the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? Think of it like this: he got to get the first fight first. You got to get through the first fight. The first fight, depending on how it goes, a second fight might not even be necessary. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So let's worry about the first fight. Worry about the first fight.
No, I was just simply saying about what they was talking about in the clause or whatever. If he wins,
that's part of stacking the deck against him that I spoke about. I don't have to get specific in that because the first fight has to take place.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? All that other stuff,
it really don't even matter. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he got to get past the first one first. Absolutely. You said he following Bud and EJ blueprint, climbing the mountain. Yeah, I mean, he got to do what he got to do. Harold Trump, I'm not a Golden State Warriors coach, my man. I coach football, sir. To answer your question, but yeah, man. So yeah, I hear what you're saying about Jamel. Harold Trump, you talk a lot of this. I see where you keep going with all this Jamel and Bud talking all that stuff. I see a lot of people keep talking about how with KP from KC talking about what did he say? Oh, RP Batman, yeah. He says he says salute to you brothers, even if we disagree. I want y'all to live proper lives. Keep on going, Kings and Trap. He said Kings and Trap. He said the Trap House. EJ gonna walk that dog from Omaha. Laugh my ass off. I hear you. I'm gonna tell you this though, KP from KC. Tell EJ to make that fight happen. That's what you do. And they ain't got no contract signed yet. So it's apparently who's scared to get dog walked. They sure ain't no hurry to get over there and send that contract. I know that for a fact. Cause Bud been over there waiting patiently. And I'm gonna leave that where that's at. Mr. Boxing today too. We'll salute to you, fam. What's good with you? Man, I've been listening to a few of your live streams too, bro. I've been seeing your boys on that basketball court, man. You got some big boys, man. And they legit too. They legit. I've been checking them out. Definitely been checking them out. So salute to you and your fam, man. I wish y'all the best, bro. Everything look like it's gonna be on the up and up for you and your boys, man. So keep working. You got your 2 tickets right there, Mr. Boxing. No doubt. No doubt. But
salute to Mr. Boxing today. Salute to the brother. Always great to see when our brothers are out here and they're doing great things like what he's doing with his boys. If I had boys, I would have been doing the same, you know. That's a tremendous thing there. Tremendous. And also it's going to teach him a lot about life because I know he's instilling life lessons along with everything that's going along with that athletic education.
Absolutely. Real quick, man, before we close out, ain't the heavyweight division been quiet, right? Since Dillian White and Fury, like what's next for heavyweight?
The heavyweight division has been quiet since they did what they did to Deontay Wilder. I will never, ever let that go. And rightfully so, the heavyweight division will be in the garbage because the PTB is garbage for doing what they did. As everything else comes to light, you will see more and more. It will not rise until some other people go down.
Gotcha. Yeah, Mr. Boxing today, Batman, the brother, Gary Russell, people, yeah, he passed, bro. Yeah, R.I.P. to Batman. He passed away. Stormy told me the other day, man. Yeah, he told me that. Yeah. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about real quick, Stormy?
No, that's pretty much it, man. As far as me, I take it as it comes, whatever. But you know, this thing. Let me
Yeah.
kind of elaborate on talking about those heavyweights, because like White, he hung in there all this time just to put on that type of performance. Sit your ass down somewhere is my comment to him, because again, nobody wants to see people who can't perform, who can't give, it's one thing to have a gift for gab, right? But you need to have some ability too. You need to have something that's founded on. That can't just be it. That can't be the print, because what happens with that is ridicule, condemnation, and then also disrespect. One day, when the dust settles, you may get someone that will come up and can be for the sport and for the people what you want to see in there. But right now, there's a huge dark cloud hanging over the sport. And like I said, until that's dealt with, nothing else will see the light of day in its proper way that it should be until these things get straightened out. There's more and more news coming out on a regular basis, if you pay attention to it, that's telling you just how deep the rabbit hole goes. And it's like, wow, it's truly ugly. There are people out there who know these things. I see Scrapbook Boxing out there in the chat. He knows these things. But I'm telling you, man, you got to really, really pay attention. That's why I said, when you have the opportunity to be on their neck about certain things, you do it. And it's like, because you have to fight the good fight. You have to fight the right fight, not just be swinging. You have to have aim. You have to have direction, purpose. And there's not a lot of that right now.
Yeah. Dillian White looked like he didn't even have a purpose in that ring that night either. He looked like what Castillo Clayton did against Boots, kind of like he just laid down and got a check.
Did you see the fool coming out trying to fight Southpaw?
Yeah, I seen that, man. I knew that was a recipe for disaster right there. It was like,
it just goes to show. It just goes to show. It's like, seriously, you ain't never been in there trying to fight out of Southpaw stance ever. And then here you come now, you're trying to do this. But this is your big chance. This is your big moment. Did he fight like it was his big chance? Did he fight like it was his big moment? No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Herring last night against Ortiz. Did he fight like he had something to prove? Did he fight like, you know what? I dropped that decision to Shakur Stevenson, but I still am a man. I still am a former champ. I still am out here to make my presence felt or whatever. Did he fight like that? Hell no. He sounded more apologetic that he took the fight and that he got his butt whooped than he did feeling about the whole purpose of doing what he's doing. And if you're that kind of guy with that type of mentality, you don't need to be out there. But you didn't figure that out last night. See, fighters, this is the thing about fighters. And if you're a coach and trainer of a fighter, and since you coach football, you know this. You have to tell people the truth. Because you're either going to get one or two responses. One, they're going to try to prove you wrong. Or two, you run them off the field. Am I lying?
No. That's it.
In a nutshell, that's it.
Yeah.
So when Jermell Herring left Bomac and all of them guys and went over there with Robles and what could Robles possibly tell him? Huh? What could he tell him? Not that I'm trying to disrespect Robles, but what I'm trying to say is for a veteran fighter like that, dude, the problem isn't external. The problem is when you look in the mirror. And when you look in that mirror, you need to be honest with yourself. There is a reason that mirrors were once called vanities. Look up what vanity means. And that tells you everything you need to know. This is an exercise. This is an exercise on what it's all about. I just pulled it up. Vanity. Excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements. The quality of being worthless or futile. Think about that. Then think about Jermell Herring and his performance last night. Is that spot on or what?
Yeah, Jamel was horrible, man. To me, ain't he Olympian on top of that?
It don't matter.
No.
No, what I'm saying, it don't matter. Because like I said, vanity, bro. See, he could have did some things against Shakur Stevenson, but he didn't. That's a choice. He goes right back out there against a guy who didn't have the talent that Shakur had, but had more athleticism to make himself unavailable. And he had youth, vigoration, things of that nature going for himself. So what do you do to stop all that?
Say what?
What do you do to stop all of that? You have to make it where it's not a climate for that. You have to cut off where those type of attributes can thrive.
Yeah.
Herring isn't built like that mentally. He's not.
No.
But that should be an example. It should be a teachable moment because when you enter into something like that, you have to understand where are your assets, where are your benefits of this, and how do you build on that? How do you make that come to fruition for yourself? I remarked earlier in my show today, in the late 80s and the 90s, I only go back that far for this, there were fighters like Herring in the same type of circumstance that were once former champions, had success in their lives and careers or whatever, and found themselves like he, and have faced an opponent like he did last night in Jonathan Ortiz. And they turn back the challenges of Jonathan Ortiz's in the past because of veteran experience, pride, because of capability, because of that thing that's in them that I ain't done yet. Larry Merchant once said, he repeated a quote from someone else that said, there comes a time in an aging fighter's career where they can galvanize all their skills, their psychological approach and everything to put on one more great performance and turn back the clock, on their career. It happens. But you have to have that type of disposition for that to happen as well. You have to have that in you. Personally, I think he's been done a long time. You know, I talking about Herring. I think he's been done a long time ago.
Got you. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Scrapbook says, these fighters today don't have the true reason for being a fighter. They are not hungry for what it truly means. The names aren't as valuable as yesterday's fighters or man. Yeah, I mean, they're not as hungry. It's a different time. Like you said, it's a different time. You know, they don't even value belts anymore. They don't. You know, they don't even care about legacy no more. They just want the names. You know, what's up, Retro? Let me go to Mr. Boxing real quick. He named out some heavyweights that's supposed to be taking place. He said he's interested in seeing Joe Joyce versus Parker, Ruiz versus Ortiz is being rumored. Holyfield versus Hunter is happening. Oh, that's a good one. The Boys versus Trevor Bryant is happening as well. Joe Joyce and Parker, man. I know. I'm gonna tell you this, and I know I might sound crazy when I say this, but to me, Joe Joyce ain't one of them type of dudes. I think he's just like one of the most dangerous guys in the heavyweight division, in my opinion. I know he's slow. I know I hear all that, but if that dude start touching you with some of them slow makers, man, you're gonna be in bad shape. I think he's just a nightmare for pretty much anybody, you know, because he got a good chin. He gonna take something to give some, and he very durable. You know, he ain't got the greatest defense or none of that, but he gonna touch you. Just know that he gonna touch you, slow and all. He gonna touch you, and eventually you gonna wear down. You know, and I could just hear the woof in the wind every time he throw punches, man. I'd be like, damn, I hate to get hit by that dude, man. That dude up, boy. I know he got some crack. But Ortiz versus Ruiz, that's a good fight. I think that's a good fight. I think Ortiz might have enough in the tank for Ruiz. You know, I don't know. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I have to see that one. I have to see that one. Holyfield versus Hunter. Holyfield versus Hunter. That's a good fight as well. The Bulls versus Trevor Bryant. What do you think about all these fights coming up on the heavyweight, Stormy?
None of that excites me at all. But your comments on Joyce, I think that Joyce is a dangerous opponent for a lot of guys for specific reasons. His size, his ability. I now question his real desire, what he wants to be now, because you know he's coming off of some type of injury that was undisclosed with his arm. I don't know what happened, if he broke it, if he had some kind of, but he did have something going on with his arm. Now he was known for that jab against Dubois, but we'll see what happens. Parker doesn't excite me at all because Parker seemingly ransomed his title that he had to Joshua and stayed in the graces of the Matchroom camp as a result of doing that. And it really tells me something that he could have tried for a unification against Wilder and decided to go the different route. So I don't know. He just seems to be happy to be a part of something. He's been in Tyson Fury's camps and stuff. It's just like he's just a a guy that seems to be more happy being one of the guys instead of just being the guy. Don't like people like that because they're wishy-washy. Don't like them.
Well, let me say this. On the night of that fight, Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, is damn sure gonna make his mind up that night on what he want to do. Because when he get done touching his ass, he either gonna be asleep or he ain't coming out the corner after a while. It's gonna be one of those two things. I got the juggernaut getting rid of Parker ass. I'm sorry. I don't think he's gonna be able to stand up to that onslaught. I think the juggernaut just too strong and too big, man. Parker ain't gonna be able to dance around all 12 rounds. He gonna get cut. He gonna catch up to him at some point. And boy, look at here. It's gonna get bad for him. It's definitely gonna get bad for him. Harold Trim says Joe Joyce is a bigger Jared Hurd. Boxer can defeat him. Hey, I hear you, Harold Trim, but when you missed what I said. You can box all you want to, but he gonna take something to give something. He gonna touch you. And when he land on you, it's gonna start making you think about all that shit you doing. He gonna slow all that thought process down. Trust and believe that. It's the reason why you ain't just boxing those circles around him. Believe that. So it looked like that, but it ain't what it looked like. Mr. Boxley says Ruiz is starting to come across as a fighter who's mentally already achieved everything he has ever dreamed of, which realistically has money and fame, but he is still hungry. But is he still hungry? I don't think he's hungry no more, bro. I agree with that assessment wholeheartedly, and that's what Storm. I was gonna get on to that with Ruiz. I think Ruiz lost it after the first fight with AJ. Like he wasn't hungry no more after that. When he showed me he was eating tacos and shit over there, what was that? Dubai, wherever they were fighting at. I stopped taking them serious then. So I don't think Ruiz. I don't think he to me he lobbying around like Joseph Parker right now. He'll be cool with getting the Joseph Parker rematch, revenge, and winning, and he'll be good with that. That's what I think about Ruiz. To be honest with you, I don't think he really want that top of the line smoke like that. You know, like I don't think he's hungry. You know what I mean? I just don't. Blood say Ruiz look bad faces Chris Ariel. That's another one. I forgot about that fight. He got dropped. Didn't Ariola drop Ruiz?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's another one. That, you know, it's like, and he said, I agree Parker has become this Mr. Boxing today too. He said, I agree. Parker has became Team Tyson Fury mascot. He's a little too chummy with Fury, in my opinion. However, he has very fast hands, footwork, and a chin. Absolutely. But I don't think he's been touched by nobody like Joyce for a whole, you know, a period of a fight. This gonna be a little bit different here. Yeah, I didn't understand that Fury mascot thing. Now I didn't get that. He lost me with that. Like, bro, you in the fight game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what I appreciate about Wilder. Like, that's one thing I gotta say. Wilder don't give a damn about none of these cats. Period. He don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. He bottom line. If it ain't Malik Scott, which he done fought him already, he don't care about nobody. And that's the type of attitude you gotta have. And go back to what Mr. Boxer said about Dillian White. He got quiet all of a sudden when the fight got made. Like, bro, when you ever start being quiet? And then you come out, you got quiet, and then you came out southpaw. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. Dillian White, I don't know, man. He get on my nerves. He really get on my nerves sometimes. Like, you know, he talk that junkyard dog shit, but he don't walk that shit all the time. That's what he killed me with. You know, he'll bark all the way up that tree and get his ass whooped every time. Mr. Boxing, he say Parker is Seeley, bottom bunk boxer on backwards type of guy. Oh man. So what else you got, Stormy, man? What else you got?
Nah, that's pretty much it for me, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got nothing else. I mean, besides what else is coming up, we already covered that. So I don't think nothing else on the rise besides Tank, Rolly, Devin, Cam. I don't know what else. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask you one more question. This is the last thing we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. What you think about Bivol versus Benavidez at 168 or 170? Well, 175 eventually. We're just gonna say that.
At 175, that's an interesting fight because Bivol has what I call a pro-am style. They touch, move their hands real fast.
Yeah.
But Benavidez is a strong guy, very strong. And he's been around professional fighters since he was a kid, a young kid, teenager, and stuff like that. So he doesn't have fear of getting hurt. I see that in how he fights. When a guy that has no fear of getting hurt, that's a guy that's always going to be in a fight because he will find some place of resolve to still stay in the thick of things. That is a trait in this current era that a lot of guys don't have. Last fighter of note that had something like that in himself was Arturo Gatti. Gatti would go in there with anybody and perform the best he could, but he almost had like no fear of getting hurt or anything. You know, some guys will take time off, move away, take a step back out of the heat. I don't see that in Benavidez. And again, that's a type of quality that really it's admirable. Now, check this out. You saw what he did to Lemieux last night, right? And Lemieux was trying. You saw how Bivol defeated Canelo Alvarez, basically just outboxed him and, put him back on his heels sometimes, had him up against the ropes. I'm going to present you a scary picture. What if that was Benavidez against Canelo?
I thought about it last night.
You would have saw Canelo get his ass whooped. Now, he got beaten by Bivol, but he would have been beaten down by Benavidez. And that's not going to be the last guy with a name that Benavidez is going to do that to. Mark my word.
I'm going to say this. From what I've been seeing from Benavidez, like the way he looked last night, body-wise, making weight, it seems to me, I don't know how true it is, but it seems to me that he's been showing a whole different commitment to the sport lately. And I'm gonna tell you something. If he committed like how he been displaying or making weight and being disciplined and all that, well, they're gonna be in trouble. And I'm gonna tell you this too. Benavidez got the potential to actually like to be like one of the biggest, like to be like the next one of the big names in the sport with his style. He just got to get those names on his resume. But he definitely is starting to catch fire. His name is starting to ring bells big time. And the thing about Benavidez is that he don't have just one demographic fan base that follows him. He got a lot of black fans as well that love his style. And the thing is that he's also aware of that, and he acknowledges and embraces that as well. So that's a good plus on his side with Benavidez, so to say that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a fighter who goes out there and performs, that's what fight fans like to see. It don't matter what color you are.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I pictured Canelo being in that position, and I also pictured. But the thing is, with a guy like Benavidez, because see, Canelo, what I noticed about with Canelo in the pocket, I imagine them two being in the pocket, Canelo ain't gonna when he hits you with shots in the pocket, like a lot of these guys, they don't change angles, they stay right there and just keep trading, or they'll back out and reset and move around and they get in the pocket again. But when they land their shots, they ain't gonna turn you. You know what I mean? That Canelo he ain't gonna do that. And see, with a guy like Benavidez, you're gonna have to do that. You ain't gonna be able to stand there and go in and out and reset and move around and do it. That ain't gonna work. He'll grind you down that way. You got to present more than that. You got to turn Benavidez. You got to clinch him. You got to do all that if you're gonna sit in the pocket with him. I don't see a guy like Canelo being successful on the outside at all against a Benavidez. He would have to fight him somewhere in the pocket. You know what I mean? He too small. You know, he's shorter than fucking David Lemieux. David Lemieux, my height. What the fuck Canelo gonna do? Canelo like 5'7", bro. Come on, man. He don't want that smoke. Canelo don't want that smoke. Let me see what Blood say that fight. That's the fight to see. Benavidez versus Canelo. What's the hold up? I know what's the hold up. He said I don't like the way that he was fronting on them belts last night. Talking about Benavidez. Ain't he the interim? He said Canelo has better head movement though. Yeah, he do got. Yeah, absolutely, he do got that. He got that, but that ain't just sitting in the pocket with head movement ain't gonna work. You gonna have to turn a guy like
Let me disprove that point right there. What was that head movement against Bivol?
Bivol against the ropes. That head movement was against the ropes. Hey, Blood, Bivol was beating the shit out of Canelo. He was trying to dip and slide all that, but it wasn't doing no good. It wasn't doing no good. No good at all. He got head movement against, you know, those other guys and shit, but
and I'll tell you a secret. Bivol wasn't throwing knockout punches.
No.
Touching them.
That was it.
When you touch a guy that moves like Canelo moves, that frustrates them more than anything because they don't think they're supposed to get touched.
Yeah.
When guys are loading up trying to hit them, that's when they're moving and, you know, slipping and looking good and everything. But when you just putting your hands on there, touching, you be like, damn, he's still hitting me. Floyd was like that against Cotto. When Cotto got smart late in the fight and Cotto started using that educated jab against Floyd, that frustrated the hell out of Floyd. Floyd has still won too many of the earlier rounds. But if Cotto had started out with that jab, that could have been a different outcome. Because that was always the key to beating Floyd, using the jab.
Yeah. Mr. Boxing Today too said if Benavidez is able to absorb Canelo's shots and walk him down behind the jab, Canelo could be in Hell's Kitchen. Lemieux tried to bite down and throw hard shot combos, kind of like Canelo does. It didn't work. And it goes back to what I just said too, Mr. Boxing Today. Yeah, he did that, but he's trying to stay in the pocket and back up. He was backing up because he was getting hurt. But it's like you can't stand there in front of no David Benavidez, bro. You're going to have to change your angles up, period. He too strong for that. He too strong. He gonna hurt you. He gonna knock you out. Eventually, he gonna get you up out of there. Blood said he's not going to get hit with some of that stuff David Lemieux got hit with. Oh, you talking about Canelo? But I'm gonna tell you what he will get hit with. That straight right hand, that sharp straight right hand that David Benavidez throw. Canelo a sucker for that shit. He can't get out of a straight right hand to save his damn life. He been like that damn near his whole career. Canelo, if you watch Canelo, he get hit with a lot of straight right hand. I'm a Canelo guy, but I know I see his weakness all the time. Seen it a long time ago. My whole question about Canelo was this. The whole thing was this: was he still able to cut the ring off effectively against guys who really got real good footwork? Is that still his Achilles heels? You know what I mean? And how's his conditioning, which is we seen in the the Bivol fight. We seen the old Canelo conditioning show up again. What I was talking about for years and years, that he gets tired after certain and make it so bad in this fight. Canelo was breathing hard in the second, third round. I've seen him huffing and puffing in the second, third round.
Do you know why?
Do
you know why?
Because Bivol was making him work, and he was throwing all them hard shots.
Yeah, he was loading up with everything, thinking that hitting Bivol hard was gonna break Bivol some kind of way mentally or something. Getting hit hard is part of the process. Caleb Plant was in there just happy to be in there with Canelo, and it showed up in his performance in the late round when he got stopped because he didn't have the mental fortitude that he needed to show late in the fight like that to challenge Canelo, to put Canelo through something. Asking him, hey, I ain't too bad for a guy that's 20-something and old, huh? It's like, really? Really? But Bivol was in there saying, hey, man, how these combinations feel? You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to touch you all night, too. Harold Trim, you talking about the Harold Trim, he said, Trap, did the ref stop the fight in the first round? You must be talking about the last night. I don't know. It looked like he almost did. If you talking about last night,
but the bell rang at the same time, so he let it go. But he did. Harvey Doc said that's what he was doing. He was going to stop the fight, but the bell rang.
I was praying that he made it through the first round. I was like, don't start this shit, man. Come on, man. You got me staying up for this. But Mr. Boxers today too says Benavidez is going to have word punches coming back though. Canelo offensive arsenal is deeper than Lemieux. Absolutely, he is going to have some punches coming back. Absolutely, a different type of punches. But I'm gonna tell you this: I did see Benavidez's counting ability has definitely gotten better and sharper. I'm gonna tell you that much. His catch and shoot was there. His counters was there.
Let me say this about Canelo and his offensive prowess and everything, man. You guys are basing that shit off of guys that were subpar opponents that he been beating up on. He been beating up on a lot of bullshit fighters, bro. Look at the guys that were really good fighters that he fought. Those were the ones that gave him problems. And those are the ones he ain't ever tried to get back in the ring against or anyone that fights like them. So, yeah, the Caleb Smiths and the Rocky Fieldings and all them dudes, man, if he fights Bivol again, it'll probably be at 168 because that's what he would prefer. But hopefully Bivol, the weight don't hurt him and he could go down there and fight the guy. But why should he go back down there and fight at 168 for his next fight against Bivol when you got Benavidez, Morel, Andrade? Those are the men you're supposed to be fighting anyway. And you've been moving away from those guys. Well, not Morel, because he hasn't been around that long, but you've been moving away from all those other guys since you was at 155 at Canelo weight. So let's see you get your ass in there against your contemporaries, and I've said this many times before, and see what you could really do. I'm not saying they beat him. I'm saying that those are the guys he should be fighting. And when you give him so much merit of beating up on second and third tier fighters, the men that he's avoiding are not second and third tier fighters. They're on the same freaking level as he. And we don't know who's the best because they haven't gotten in the ring with each other. And until they get in the ring with each other, you can't say who the best. Stop handing people shit that they haven't earned.
Yep. Heard that. Let me see what they saying in here again. Blood say that's what makes a solid fight. I think Canelo may beat Benavidez, not sure. Mr. Boxing today says Bivol was patient, rangy, and aggressive when Canelo wanted to rest. Harold Trim, he says, so the belt overrides the wave off Bell. Canelo went on the UK tour for these last 2 years, absolutely. Yeah, he needs to stay at 168, Canelo. He was, and that proved, to my point, to me, with the, I ain't gonna say it proved it. I don't want to go that far because there ain't concrete evidence, but I always had suspicions about the Kovalev fight. I just didn't think that Canelo beat Kovalev straight up and down. I thought that was a fishy fight. Even the way the knockout was set up, I thought it was all staged. But that's just me. You know, sometimes I got an unpopular opinion, and that's cool. But I'm always gonna stick with that. Ain't nothing gonna change on that either. Blood said Benavidez, Charlo, Andrade, and Morel. I haven't watched Morel yet. I keep hearing a lot about this Morel guy. Mr. Boston says Devil should go for undisputed at light heavyweight. He beats Canelo probably easier in the rematch. Yeah. The only way Canelo, I don't see Canelo beating this dude. To be honest with you, and even if it was at 168, I don't know. It'd have to be on some old unfair. It'd have to be on some old type unfair type of deal. Like it'd have to be a right. I don't know. I just don't see him. He don't got the recipe for Bivol to me. I just don't see it. I'm with you on that. I agree. Blood said I agree. We should be seeing undisputed light heavyweight by the end of the year. Yeah. Mr. Boxing Day says I think he's number one at 168 right now because he's undisputed. However, I still want to see Canelo versus all of them Benavidez first. Absolutely. Yeah, they need to go ahead and clean up that issue at 168 with Benavidez, and I definitely want to see that. But I like I said, I think Benavidez. Charlo at 160. He ain't at 168 yet. So, but I mean, you might as well say because if he gonna fight Canelo, he gonna fight him at that. So I mean, I don't know. These cats be weird. Yeah, I don't know. But on that note, though, man, shoot, I'm finna get ready to wrap it up. Finna bolt the doors on the trap house, man, and get ready to get on about the rest of my day, man. And I sure appreciate everybody loaning their ear and their time, and we sharing this boxing talk and knowledge with each other. Stormy, you got any outro words you want? Any last things you want to say?
Hey, man, thanks for opening up the platform, having me on, and another chance to talk about boxing like we like to do. It's good to see you back on the airwaves because, you be missing for periods of time. So people look forward to seeing you when you're out here. So just glad to be able to, be on there with you and chop it up. So thanks for having me. Look forward to the next time.
Hey, but check this out, Stormy. I'm that your pupil in the temple. I'm like the crazy monk that's in the cave somewhere that don't nobody want to come over there and visit me. You know what I mean? I'm off of my own little island and shit. I mean, I don't accept too many students either. So it's like, you got to be special to come over there and see me. And I don't come around too often, but I'm gonna start making my appearance a little bit more known. I'm gonna stop being so secluded and all that. I'm gonna start coming around. You know what I mean? And stop playing like I'm the crazy monk. But definitely gonna do that, man. I'm gonna do the right thing.
Yeah, we gonna nickname you the renegade monk. You know.
The monk that's over there that's eating chicken and drinking wine. I'm doing all the wrong things over there. I'm breaking all the temple rules. Yeah, that's why they done banned my ass from the Shaolin Temple because I ain't doing right.
Yeah, they have to send some disciples out to you to try to reel you back in, but you be defeating all of them.
Yeah. They all want to go there because we'll get going on this kung fu talk, and they don't know how we get talking about this kung fu, man. They don't understand, Stormy. I mean, some of them do, but we're gonna leave that where that's at, though, man. But I sure appreciate everybody, coming in, loaning their ear, man. And till the next time, I'm gonna holler at y'all, and y'all go subscribe to Stormy B, man. I sure appreciate you coming in, bro. And much love to everybody. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.